Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we have something very interesting that I just saw on Twitter a couple hours ago. But basically they have the Overwatch League things where the teams are playing in their own countries and their own cities. Should have said cities before I said countries, but yeah, the commissioner of the Overwatch League, Nate Nanzer, tweeted. He says the Overwatch League is coming home and away starting in 2020. All Overwatch League teams will be playing in their home cities. We're super excited to see original vision brought to life. Thanks to all our fans for your amazing support. So about this, essentially, that means that the original goal of Overwatch League, which got announced, I think it was back in 2016, but really started coming together in 2017, and of course when the league started last year, the whole talk was the third season, 2020, the teams will be playing in their locations. So it's very interesting. Actually, my video just went out a little bit before this tweet saying, oh, these are the teams that should be expansion teams in the next year. So it's kind of interesting that this got announced today. It was something we kind of knew that was going to happen, but there was really no information about it happening until just now, or until a couple hours ago. This says it tweeted at 1 o'clock. I didn't see it until I'm recording this at 6:30. I hadn't been on Twitter. So, the thing about that, though, is I think it would be interesting to see how the league works out. There's a lot of traveling. Especially, I mean, it's not that bad because a lot of the teams are in America. And there's 2 in Canada, so you have a decent chunk of the teams there. But you do have the teams in Asia and the teams in Europe that will make it interesting for traveling. I believe they'll probably just do it in, like, I'm sure you wouldn't go play a home game, travel halfway across the world, and go back home, and then travel again. I'm sure it'd be set up a certain way where you play a bunch of teams in certain areas. So we'll take Seoul Dynasty, for example. Obviously, being my favorite team. Seoul Dynasty is not going to go play in Seoul, go to Los Angeles, go back to Seoul to play a game, and then go to San Francisco. You know, they'll probably play a game in Seoul, then they'll go to San Francisco, Los Angeles, play both games in Los Angeles, go back to Seoul, play a couple games there. I don't think you'd be traveling back and forth. I just don't. I mean, again, most sports, taking it from more basketball perspective, and the NBA teams will have 5-6 games at home and then 5 games on the road. They don't go back and forth. So I'm sure they'll have it figured out a very similar way to that with this. But what's interesting with that is going to all the different places. Again, a lot of teams are in America, so it's very similar to basketball, and 2 in Canada. So most of the teams are North America. But then you have the five teams in Asia. I was going to say 5 teams in China. 5 teams in Asia, though. 4 in China, 1 in Korea, and then you got 2 in Europe. So we'll see how that works out. But I'm very interested to see sort of how that works out. Now, looking here, the responses to this tweet, I mean, a lot of teams are saying, oh, they're playing in their home country, obviously. Seoul Dynasty said, see you in Korea. London said, we're going home. Toronto said, we're coming home. Now, somebody tweeted to Toronto saying, season tickets when? They said, details coming soon. So I'm assuming that in the next couple months, we'll see sort of how this all works out. I know that the Valiant, Fuel, and Rain are all doing their Homestand Weekends, which are coming up stage 2, 3, and 4. So sort of see how that works. I think the first one's, I think it's Dallas, Atlanta, then Los Angeles. I mean, I think the one in Los Angeles is kind of lame because they play all the games in Los Angeles, which is a different location in the same city. But the other 2 will be very interesting to sort of see how it works out when they play in Dallas and Atlanta. Again, that's only there, and it's a whole team event. But, you know, we sort of get to see different locations. But I'm assuming that those 3 teams, those are the locations they'll be playing as their home location. But we'll sort of see how things work out, and I'm sure all the teams will announce stuff. Plus, we'll see what new teams come out, because I doubt they'll stay at 20 for 2 years. I want to see if there's any more information. specifically in the Overwatch League Twitter. There is not. It's only that one tweet. That's really the only thing that we have so far. But I think it will be interesting to sort of see the teams at home. I'm excited to see it. I do kind of like the way it is now, though, where they all just play in one place. But obviously they have to sort of go with the goal of making it within all the cities. But it'll be interesting to sort of see how that all works out with the broadcast of it, the streams on Twitch and wherever else they want to do it. Sort of, what they do with pre-game shows and post-game shows and all that other stuff. Because I'm sure it'll be different because you'll have to have announcers here and here and here. It won't just be one place and they switch. So I'm sure they'll have to add more announcers too than just the 4 pair they have now. Or whatever they call themselves, casters, because that's cooler than saying announcers. But we'll see, I guess, what the announcers do for that. I'm sure they'll have more groups, and I'm sure it'll be like the same thing where they have 4 games or something in a day, but they're just in different places. And maybe there'll only be 1 game a week, I don't know, per team, but I guess we'll see how it works out. It'll be interesting. I don't think we'll have the breaks like we have now within a week. I mean, I still think there'll be the weeks of the stage, but I just think we'll probably have, like, games Tuesday to Sunday, to say Monday's off. And then there's games all the other days. Because I just don't see them being able to cram it into 4 days like they do now. I could see it being 6 out of the 7 days of the week there's games happening. I just could see that working out. Because I don't know if they'll be able to keep it the way it is. We'll see. Obviously, this is all just speculation of what's going to happen in the next couple months. I'm sure there'll be more information that will come out. It's only the beginning of the season, this season, so we'll definitely see how things play out throughout the season. I'm sure there'll be all the teams will announce their stadiums or their arenas or whatever they want to call them. I guess they'll be their arenas. And then we'll sort of see, where we go from there with expansion teams down the road. And then, the new season. I'm very, very interested, though, to see how it will work. Especially again, my thing is the traveling to the different countries. Because it's not really something we see with other sports, most of the leagues are within their country. So it'll be very interesting to sort of see how it works internationally. Because again, taking basketball is the best example. Because they play so many games. And they do these trips like that. And I mean, baseball you can kind of use the example of, but they play the same opponent for multiple days. Where basketball is the closest you can get, where a team will travel and they'll play 5, 6 road games, 5 or 6 home games. Where it'll be interesting to sort of see, if it works like that. Because you can't really use football as an example because they play 1 game a week. So if they do something similar to football, maybe they can go back and forth. But if they want to play more than 1 game a week, it has to be like a home trip or a home stand on a road trip. It can't just be back and forth. So we'll sort of see how it works out, but I'm very interested to sort of see how it works with the other teams that aren't from America, or aren't from North America, where a majority of the teams are. Because you got Seoul, Shanghai, Chengdu, Guangzhou, Hangzhou, London, and Paris. All those teams are not in North America. I mean, the teams that they play in Asia, those 5 teams, they'll be good. They're relatively close. China, they're 4 cities, and Korea's right there. So, that's close. And then for Europe, I mean, they're those 2 teams, and they play each other. But, the teams going from North America to Asia, and from Asia to Europe, and Europe to North America, I mean, those travels, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that goes on, plenty of that. That's why I'm not doing it. That's why I'm here, speculating about this. But yeah, I'm just very interested to see how it all works out. Of course, there's a lot to go in this season. When I'm recording this, we're 4 weeks in. Week 5 starts tomorrow. So, I mean, there's still a lot of time left. Either way, though, thank you guys for watching. If you guys didn't see my speculation, or not speculation, my, ideas of what city should have teams next year, make sure you go check that out. That went up today. If you guys missed out on my power rankings, they come out every Monday. You can go back watch the last one, or just, you know, check out the new one. They come out on Monday. And then I also got my game predictions for every day. We have Saturdays and Sundays all set to go. Check that out tomorrow. So yeah, that's that. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.